Hi, this is Paul with PJM Incorporated, and I wanted to speak to you briefly about the difference between a 4-point report and a home inspection report. The 4-point report costs about half as much as a home inspection report. Some people who are looking to purchase a house think that they may be able to order a 4-point report, and that's the only inspection they need to make the decision. Nothing could be further from the truth on this. A 4-point inspection is not really an inspection at all. It's describing the electrical, plumbing, the roof, and the AC for the purpose of the insurance carrier so that they can set a premium on the homeowner insurance policy. That's it. So we're not looking for problems. We're not really diving in or doing a deep dive on the house. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes to do the 4-point inspection. And in my opinion, as a professional home inspector for 20 years, I would advise any buyer not to rely on a 4-point inspection for the purchase of a house because you're not learning enough information about that property to make an educated decision. A home inspection, on the flip side, is something that takes 2 to 3 hours. It costs about twice as much, depending upon the size of the house, but there's equipment that's being used and a lot more going on. Like, for example, what we're doing is we're going on the roof, we're entering the attic at every physical accessible area that we can to find problems like missing insulation, exposed wiring, rodents, damaged ductwork, all of those things. None of those things are done for a 4-point inspection. To be clear, it's important that you know that. Same thing with plumbing. We're basically not running water or using moisture detection equipment for a 4-point report. Not happening. But during a home inspection, we're going to be running water using moisture meters and checking for hidden leaks and things that you would want to know about before buying that house. So in a 4-point report, we're not doing those things. Home inspection, we are, which is why it takes longer. Same thing with air conditioning. On a 4-point report, we're not operating the AC system and taking a temperature differential. We're not looking at the coils. We're not checking your ductwork and airflow. None of that gets done during a 4-point inspection. However, all of that will get done during a home inspection. So I think you could see where we're going with this. And I wanted to put this out there because I really do think it's important to be an educated consumer. So if your real estate agent says to you, you have a couple different options for inspections. We can do a whole house inspection. We could do a 4-point inspection, and they present you with these options. The number one priority for you as a potential home buyer or an investor is to know the difference between those two types of inspections, because one of them is not going to provide you with a lot of information. One of them is not going to find hidden problems. One of them is not very thorough. The home inspection is very thorough and is likely to yield a whole lot of information that you will need to be able to digest to make a decision on purchasing the home. That's the difference between the two. I guess one is basically just a description, the other is actually an inspection. So, two things to end with. One, you would never want to rely on a 4-point inspection report to purchase a home. Never. It's never a good idea. Second, you would never want to send a full home inspection report to an insurance company. Never a good idea, because that whole house home inspection that you would be doing to make a decision on purchasing the home, that will contain so much information for you, the buyer. For you, the buyer, to digest that information, take a look at your budget, take a look at the problems that were found, make an educated decision based on whether or not you're going to buy that home. That's what a general whole house home inspection will do for you as a home buyer. If you do a 4-point in lieu of a home inspection, our company will ask you, really, if you're going to do that, to sign a disclaimer, because we want it to be clear that we are not inspecting that home for the purpose of pre-purchase. So that risk then falls on you if that's your choice. We do advise any home buyer to do a whole house home inspection so that they can understand what they're looking at. So I hope this clears things up, because I know that we've gotten some calls of people like, I just need the 4-point inspection. I don't need a whole house inspection. The reason that's important for me, uh, from where I'm coming from, is two reasons. One, it's not good for business if 2 months from now you call us with a problem that you didn't know about. And that problem is something that we couldn't have seen during a 4-point inspection, and then you're asking us why we didn't find it. And that's not good for us as a business, but it's not really good for you either, because who knows what that hidden problem was and how much it will cost to repair. If you do a whole house home inspection, there's a much higher probability that we will find the problem, and is even a higher probability that you're not likely to have a problem if you have it inspected right. This is Paul with PJM Incorporated. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, please like it and share it with other people. Thank you.